What's up, lovers and friends? Now, my OGs from the Sham Booty YouTube universe know that this is a redo of video that I put out around 5 years ago called How to Seduce Anyone You Want. And now I'm bringing that bad boy back and I'm adding in more tips and techniques that I've acquired throughout the years. I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 seduction techniques that I think are extremely impactful, whether you're trying to get the best out of somebody in the bedroom or you're trying to really make sure your point is made while you're in the boardroom. Now, artful seduction, when you really boil it down, is about having a set of techniques and tools that you can utilize to draw people into you, and then being able to provide those people with a feeling or experience that makes them want to keep coming back for more. Now, before we dive into these 5 seduction styles, let's just address the elephant in the room right now. Your girl is wearing lingerie. Now, does that mean that I'm suggesting that in order to be a masterful seducer, you have got to be wearing the least amount of clothes possible? Absolutely not. The reason I'm wearing lingerie is because I have a sponsorship with Savage X Fenty, and I wanted to find a creative way to weave in the looks and also to deliver a powerful message to you. And that message really is, it's not about what you wear, it's the energy that you bring to these various styles that really makes them pack a punch and be impactful. So you don't gotta be wearing lingerie, but the energy, the vibe, the essence that you have when you're wearing something that makes you feel sexy, that's what you really want to bring across. Again, to put a little button, put a little stank, put a little on these styles. And once again, my OGs know that before we get down to pleasure, we gotta take care of business first. So I wanna tell you all about the Savage X Fenty VIP program and why I have been a part of it and loving it, and I wanna encourage you to check them out. So here's the top line goods. As an extra VIP member for Savage X Fenty, you're gonna get 50% off your entire first order, plus you get 2 bras/bralettes for $29. If you're not familiar with Savage X Fenty, they have hundreds of styles when it comes to lingerie, loungewear, and even some workout clothes. They also have a ton of sizes that continues to grow. Wearing lingerie and clothes that really fits your skin and hugs your body in the right places is an incredible way to feel good in your own skin. Plus, everything is under $50. Now, if you become an extra VIP member and enjoy the perks, you're gonna get 50% off your entire first order plus 2 bras or bralettes for $29. If you don't want anything that month, you can easily just skip the month and you won't get charged. You can skip as many months as you want. As an extra VIP member, you'll get 25% off every style, every day, plus free shipping on orders over $49. Now, if you are a little bit curious, go down to the info box, click the link, see if you like anything, and if you do, I highly encourage you to take advantage of the offers of the extra VIP program. Okay, without further ado, let's get into these seduction styles. The seduction style that I want to highlight first is the one that I find myself using the most, and that is the manifester or the womanifester. This is the kind of person who is curious about the hopes, dreams, potentials, and aspirations of other people, and then they speak to that person as if they have already become their highest self. Through that individual, you get to realize what your dreams would look like, what your goals would look like. They speak to the version of you that you've always wanted to be. Now, this one is very, very powerful because it's intoxicating to be around somebody who treats you as if you've already made it, whatever it is to you. In addition, the person who utilizes the manifester or womanifester seduction style actually ends up getting the best out of other people. Now, we're constantly molding ourselves to the expectations of others. So when we're around somebody who expects us to be, again, our highest self, we end up rising to the occasion. A word of caution for my fellow manifestors and womanifestors out there. Helping other people realize and become their highest self does not mean ignoring your own potential. Next up, let's talk about the nudist. This person is passionate. They are in tune with who they are, and they are activated. In a world where we're all being so polite and just saying and doing what we think is the right thing based on the given environment, when we're around somebody who holds true to their beliefs and knows who they are, it is extremely intoxicating. The nudist is not afraid to get naked. They're not afraid to be bold. They're not afraid to bear it all. These are the kind of people who usually have really clear political stance and really clear opinions. Now, at times, this can rub people the wrong way, but the nudist is not afraid of making other people uncomfortable. The nudist is a nonconformist. They are led by their intuition and emotion. They are raw, uncut, bold, and brave in a world where people are afraid to say what they really think. Now, again, in order to be the most effective nudist, you also have to be in tune with yourself. You have to have a level of self-awareness, because being raw and bold and in your face doesn't mean being irresponsible when it comes to knowing when you could possibly be harming others. Can I ask you a question? And I would actually love for you to answer this in the comments section right now. What are you going to be doing in the next 30 minutes? How about on this weekend? If you're like most people, you probably have a pretty clear response to that question, and that is why the Eve Seducer is so intoxicating. The Eve Seducer represents temptation. They represent the spice of life, danger, excitement, rule breaking, shaking things up. In a world that is pretty monotonous and predictable, being around somebody who invites intrigue and thrill into our lives is extremely seductive. If you want to be a masterful Eve Seducer, you got to be a boundary pusher, a rule breaker. People have to be around you and expect the unexpected. You have got to defy the typical dating experience and reward people with once-in-a-lifetime memories. What makes a party really just... Yes, you need good people, you need great atmosphere, you need food, you need lighting, but the playlist can really pull everything together. And that is a seductive style that is magnifique. When you are the kind of person who can enter into any social circle and just pull everything beautifully together, you just fit. You work, you're relatable, you are likable, you are energetic, people want to be around you, and furthermore, the kind of people that you want to seduce want to bring you around people whose opinions that they care about. Now, the seducer is somebody who, again, can just really talk to anybody. When they're at a restaurant, they make the waiter laugh. When they are at your mom's house, they make your mom giggle and tell stories of when she was in high school. Being a playlist isn't necessarily about being an extrovert. It's about being intuitive. It's about knowing what people need out of you and being willing to provide a positive experience for everyone. The playlist is usually a very empathetic person, and because of that, they can slip into the perspective of the person that they're talking to. And they always, and I mean always, have the perfect song for that. The last seduction style that I'm going to mention is probably the one that you thought of when I first said the word. This is the siren. This is the kind of person who is just visually, they are a snack. Moreover, they are a 5-course meal. They ooze sexuality. They drip sensuality. They're the kind of person who you would gladly drink their bathwater. And believe it or not, this is the seduction style that I probably struggle with the most. It is important to note that this is not necessarily about looking fantastic. It's about being comfortable and sitting in your sexy. Now, even throughout my Savage X Fenty partnership that I've done, I've tended to make a lot of my activations into jokes.
She's wearing the foiled sprigs, embroidered string bikini, tops and bottoms, see-throughs, extra sexy on these what? Hoes. I can't take it, Shan. Oof, everything. Up next, we have our what? Savage Fenty cotton jersey, legging, modeling boo. Show them that body. Yaddy, 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 yaddy. Yes, the tops, the bottom. Wait, is that a mask too? Damn, bitch. They got everything. And for our next look, we have the what? All over me. High, waist, lace, thong, and what? Orange ginger. It's giving very much Tony the Tiger. It's giving Chester the what? Cheetah. Yes, Savage Fenty is over there in the lab giving us their what? Yes. That's right, Shan.
I really feel most safe and comfortable in the quirky area of life, but I'm really trying to be a lot better about just sitting in my sexy. And I invite you right now to have a seat with me. What I think is really important to drive home when it comes to seduction styles is that there really is no one-size-fits-all approach. That's why I think it's really important for people to master at least 2 of them, but as you get better, keep adding more and more to your collection. kind of like a golfer who has golf clubs. That way, when you are in a situation, you can look over your collection and think, which one's gonna fit best for this given moment? So I'd love to hear from you right now in the comment section below. Which of these 5 is your go-to club? And which is the one that you think that you would like to add to your collection and get a little bit better at? I also have 5 other seduction styles that I may or may not reveal to you in a part 2 video, but let me know if you want to see that also in the comment section below. And while you're down there being busy and productive and sharing your gifts with the world, check out the info box because that's how you're going to find all the juicy details on the Savage X Fenty VIP program.
Girl, how you scratch my card and can't talk? Just pick up the phone and say you fucked up. Losing all control, you got my stress up. Lighten up your tone, it's time you rest up. I know I'm a fuck boy. Am I still in